So, in order for a form's data to be accessed by the location specified in the action attribute, you must give the text field a name attribute and assign it a value to represent the data being submitted. For example, you could use the following syntax. You could use the following syntax for an email address text field. So input type, so less than input type equals text, name equals email. Add the name attribute with the value cat photo to your text field. So in this case, we add a name. So the name for it will be cat. Oh, instead of email, it'll be cat photo you are one. Cat photo tour one. Ooh. It's no button. So input type equals text. Name equals cat. It's URL, it's no one. Yabba dabba do. Placeholder text. Placeholder text is used to give people a hint about what kind of information to enter into an input. For example, input type equals text, placeholder equals email address. So, in this case, we've got a form. You can type in text. Okay, now add the placeholder text to the cat photo URL. I think this is how you do this, I'm not sure. Placeholder. Maybe you don't do that then. So name. So inside here we'll put a placeholder. Placeholder equals, well, no Q, inverted commas, cat photo URL. Yabba dabba do. So cat photo URL. Basically we're putting a placeholder inside the text box. To prevent a user from submitting your form when required information is missing, you need to add the required attribute for an input element. There's no need to set a value to the required attribute. Instead, just add the word required to the input element. Make sure there is a space between it and other attributes. So, required. Right, use the button element to create a clickable button. For example, button, click here button creates a button with the text, click here. Add a button element with the text submit below the input element. Right, so below the input element, we need a button. So we create a button by typing button and a closing tag button. And so I'll show you what that does. Gives you a wee button. So add a button element with the text submit. So the text is submit, and between the button, as you'll see, it says submit. So that's all we do there. Moving on to the next one. So I'll do that in the next video because I've run out of time again. Even though you've added your button below the text input, they appear next to each other on the page. That's because both input button elements are inline elements which don't appear on new lines. We learned previously that the button submits the form by default.